There we are. All right. Yeah, we're a little bit later today here. Obviously, we're in a different position, obviously, here than we normally are. Uh, you notice there is no turtles. The turtles used to be right over here, and I used to be over there, right? Yeah. Well, we had to release the turtles today, so it's like bittersweet. You know, they were great pets for a while. But they're creatures and they can survive in this world. And so yeah, they were getting big anyway, so hey, we had to let them go out and put them in a nice place out in the river. So not too worried about that here, A little sad, but hey, whatever. I'll get over it. Needless to say, we got sports here. We had sports last night. Let's get to that before we get to anything here. We'll get into yesterday's yesterday's action. We took the Pirates plus the 1.5 on the spread. We took the A's money line minus 102. We had the Giants money line plus 179. We had the team total under 9 runs in the Nats and Phillies. We had the Mets to win by the 1.5 on the spread, and we had the Rockies to cover the plus 1.5. Well, the Pirates came back and ended up winning in 10 innings. The A's won despite the Angels having 7 solo home runs. The Giants lost. Uh, the Nats and the Phillies went exactly 9 runs. The Mets won 6-4 over the Braves, and the Rockies outright beat the Padres. So we only lost one game betting the Giants, and we kind of knew that yesterday. If you go back to I kind of explained that was going to be a bad beat for me, because usually the Dodgers always cash for me here. All right, then we had bet number 2, which was the Hall of Fame game, the WNBA game, the 2 WNBA games, and the rest of the MLB slate. Well, we took the Jaguars money line plus 114. We had the team total over 30.5 points in the Jaguars Raiders. We had the team total under 164.5 points between the Mercury and Sun. And we had the team total under 171.5 points between the Aces and the Wings. We had the Tigers money line plus 147. We had the Blue Jays minus a run to win by run and a half plus 136. Rangers money line plus 112. Royals money line plus 114. Well, the Jaguars did not win, got their butts kicked. So the money line did not cash for us. But we did cash because the score went to 38 points thanks to the nice touchdown 2-point conversion, and the Raiders also getting another score on the board here. So we were the over. That was our first read. We just tried to add the Jaguars money line. We should have been on the Raiders. Raiders were the better team obviously last night. The Jaguars definitely need some better backup guys. Some of the other guys are pretty young, so Raiders look like they're gonna have a pretty good team here put together this season. So they're gonna be able to be competitive. So that's what I took away from the Jaguars and the Raiders game last night. And so we went 1-1 there. The under 164.5 in the Mercury and the Suns, that went under, so we cashed that one there. And then the team total under 171.5. The Wings won 82-80 here. So we definitely cashed there. So WNBA were 2-0. Tigers on the money line, they did not. They let us down against the Rays. Blue Jays handled their business and won, and the Rangers squeaked it out and edged out the White Sox here, and the Royals beat the uh, the Red Sox. So we went 6-2, so 5-1, 6-2. So we didn't do too terrible, too bad. Almost had a cash ticket on two. So let's go into today. Oh, and we got today the bottom of the eighth here. We have the Marlins are down now here. They were up 1-0. Now the Cubs have come back and scored 2 runs in the bottom of the eighth here to take the lead here. So there's only one out with Patrick Wisdom up to bat here. So spoiler alert, I did pick the Marlins here, my first bet here. Marlins money line here. And once again, they are shitting on my money line here. All right, Patrick Wisdom struck out, so he struck out all 3 times today. He's been walked, and he has 3 strikeouts. So not a good day for Patrick Wisdom for me to put him in fantasy wise there. But then we have the Pirates and Orioles tonight. We have the Nationals, Phillies. We have Braves and the Mets. We have Astros, Guardians. We have the Rays and Tigers. We have the White Sox, Rangers. We have the Red Sox and Royals. We have the Reds and Brewers. We have the Blue Jays, Twins. Yankees, Cardinals. Rockies, Diamondbacks. Angels, Mariners, and Padres, Dodgers. So that's your rundown of baseball. Then we have WNBA here. We obviously have golf going on. We have WNBA here at 4:30 Pacific time, 7:30 Eastern time. We have the LA Sparks and the Atlanta Dream. Then we have at 5 Pacific Eastern, we have the Washington Mystics and the Chicago Sky. So I mean, obviously the biggest story so far in the WNBA is obviously Brittany Griner. She got sentenced to 9 years in a Russian prison. So, well, hopefully, maybe there'll be some way that we'll be able to get her back to America somehow. But I don't know. For me, for my sake, you just can't go about to other countries and other places that don't do that. And just I'm not trying to blame her. I'm not saying she's whatever, but I mean, hey, at some point you have to take responsibility. Hey, man, I was the one that brought this thing here. Hey, okay, yeah, this is why. I mean, does she deserve to be in Russian prison for 9 years? I don't think so, but that's their laws and their things. I mean, hey, you get caught in a certain country and then you get unless you get extradited to the United States and get tried there, but using the states, so all right. So with that being said, let's read off the parlay we have. Obviously, I told you my first one. We have the Marlins here, money line is plus 120. We have the Orioles to win by a run and a half, plus 127. We have the Mets to win by a run and a half on the spread, plus 142. We have the Tigers to cover the run and a half on the spread, minus 101. We have the Guardians to cover the run and a half on the spread, plus 103. We have the White Sox to win by a run and a half, minus 112. And we have the team total under 9 runs in the Reds and the Brewers, minus 120. So if all 7 of those bets cash, our dollar will turn from $1 to $169 and 28 cents. All right, then we got our second bet here, where we put the WNBA involved in here. We took the team total under 156.5 points between the Sparks and the Dream. We took the Mystics money line plus 203. Took the Blue Jays to win by a run and a half plus 127. We took the team total under 9 runs in the Red Sox and Royals minus 103. We took the Cardinals money line plus 103 plus 130. We took the Arizona Diamondbacks to win by a run and a half plus 152. We took the team total over 7 runs in the Angels and Mariners minus 107. And we took the Padres money line plus 132 to beat the Dodgers tonight. So uh, those eight legs of the parlay, our dollar will turn into $672.22. So the second parlay is the actual big parlay here. So the first parlay is just a little warm up there. All right, so obviously a 3-1 count here. Runner at second, 2 outs here. The Cubs are still up to bat here, trying to get a win at home here. The Marlins are just trying to stay afloat above 5, trying to creep back into the 500 here if they can get on a somewhat of a roll. Yeah. Looks like a full count here. Got Dylan Floro pitching to Nelson Vasquez here. Nelson or Nick Vasquez here. Got a full count here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Bottom of the 8th here. Runner at second base here. Cubs are up 2-1 here. And no, they get out here. So now we go to the top of the 9th here, where we have number 1, number 2, and 3 hitter here. We have Miguel Rojas, we have Joey Wendell, and we have Garrett Cooper here. So this is the last hope here. The Marlins can get a run to tie it here, or maybe get 2 runs here. They had a shot earlier in the game when they had bases loaded, and then they couldn't do anything. And that's when I kind of figured that we were gonna be in for a sweat kind of type of game. So we're gonna keep our eyes on that, on the prize, eyes on the Enterprise here. But yeah, we try to keep it short and sweet here, especially on a Friday. We just try to get our little bets in early, and we got the weekend tomorrow. Got some games, probably a little bit of early action, probably a little bit more earlier action games tomorrow than there is today. As far as baseball, then we'll have a WNBA. So we got about 9 more days, and WNBA will be in its playoffs. So playoff WNBA, so that'll be interesting. We got next week. We got week 1 of preseason, so gonna be ready for that. Got best ball and our best bets here. We did that yesterday here. We'll go over the team. We'll go over the team that we drafted yesterday here. All right, yesterday. All right. So as far as quarterbacks, we took Patrick Mahomes first. We took Derek Carr, Deshaun Watson as a third. I know you're all thinking, you're probably like, man, why the fuck did you take Deshaun Watson? We took Justin Jefferson, wide receiver. We took Tyreek Hill. We took Rondale Moore. We got Garrett Wilson, rookie wide receiver for the Jets. We took Drake Loudon, rookie wide receiver for the Falcons. And we took rookie wide receiver Alec Pierce, who's going to basically have Matt Ryan throwing to him. So, obviously, obviously, Jefferson and Tyreek Hill are the big name guys. Obviously, Rondell Moore and Garrett Wilson and Loudon Pierce are all the high side up guys that Rondell Moore, because guess what? There's not going to be no Marquise Brown, and there ain't going to be no DeAndre Hopkins. So there's going to be somebody's going to have to get the load of the. I think Rondell Moore is going to be the summary. We got Miles Sanders, we got Kenneth Walker the third, and Isaiah Spiller. I think these two young running backs here, specifically Kenneth Walker, is going to get a lot. He's going to get a lot in the starting role. Him and Penny. I mean, Penny might get more of the carries at first. He might get whatever, but I think as the season wears down, I think Walker is going to be the guy that really and that's Lord willing, he hopefully he stays healthy. Isaiah Spiller, the same thing here. He's got obviously Austin Eckler in front of him. So I think Isaiah Spiller is going to be get some action here. I think he's proven it so far. He hasn't got any reps with the first team yet, but he's showing a lot of physicality in the in training camp and stuff like that. So that's a good sign. And he probably be out there, catching passes alongside. Wouldn't mind seeing Austin Eckler, Isaiah Spiller, little two-man backfield there. Kind of do like a because I mean that's kind of like what Trevor Lawrence. Don't be surprised if Trevor Lawrence and Trevor Etienne don't do that down there in Jacksonville. I know you didn't get to see it last night, but you'll be seeing a lot of that out of them. So that's why I kind of like Isaiah Spiller, another guy going later on. And tight ends, we got Darren Waller, T.J. Hawkinson, and Noah Fant. So I like these three tight ends here. I mean, three tight ends I definitely trust. Three tight ends I've had in fantasy, and I know what kind of production I'm going to get from them. So I think me and my buddy, it's Complete TV. We did it last night, so probably do another one once the season goes. I already did two so far, so I don't know. We might do three and then three, and then I'll have six best ball. Some people don't like to have too many. I mean, these ones I don't have to check the lineups or anything. It's just basically whoever scores the best is going to get that, and boom, that for the week. And then obviously so on and so forth. But then we also have to do my daily fantasy here, where I get a chance to. And, all right, so let's see. uh, let's see here. All right. All right. All right. Let's look at our daily contest here. We'll do this here right quick. Fill this baby out here. MLB Cup here. right, so let's see. We got pitchers. Pitchers tonight here. We got a $200 budget here. We got to take 2 pitchers, a catcher, first base, second base, third base, shortstop, and 3 outfielders. All right. Oh, so I didn't take. So we'll take him. Take Sean Manai. We took Yasai Gray and Sean Manai here. All right. Let's take the Adam Rashman here. Big Schmeat Pete over here. Take Trey Mancini here. Second base here. Let's say Jonathan in here. Let's see, third base here. I've got Devers back here. Say Josh Rojas here. And shortstop here. Take Javi Baez here. Alright, so we have 54 here. Yeah, $54 to pick our. Stack Cedric Mullins here. Hit him with the Quan here. Ah, yeah. It's like shit, dude. Take Mookie Betts here. Alright, there we go. We put together our lineup here. So we got Josiah Gray, Shamanaya, Adley Rauschman, Trey Mancini, Jonathan India, Josh Rojas, Javier Baez, Cedric Mullins, Stephen Kwan, and Mookie Betts. Yeah, that's right. So said if Buxton's gonna be in or not here. I mean, he let off. I mean, look at that. There was a 0. Then he went 14. Then he went 25. Look at he's had 2. He had 9, and he had 2. Yeah, he hasn't really been all that productive here. Yeah, see, he's been productive. So let's put Brian Reynolds here. All right. Yeah. And the final, the Cubs. So our first bet goes down in flames because the first parlay goes down in flames because of the Marlins here. Should have took the under. Kind of knew it was gonna go down anyways. It's usually how it goes. So hopefully other bets will be a lot better. But I'm just gonna cut it short here. We'll get back on tomorrow. Give you some more bets. Run down the games. Start talking more about fantasy sports here. Get it really going on. Today just wanted to kind of get on here, tell my bets a little bit here. Uh, Give everybody the story of the turtles. They Flash and Lyric. They're in the river here, so they're living their best life, and they're animals, so they'll adapt, and so I mean, still, it's still rough, and hey, because I had them when they were fucking babies from Petco, and took care of them better than I took care of myself, and you know, it's like a parent letting a kid go. You've seen your kid go off, and just knowing that you don't want him to go, you want him to be there, but you got to let him go. Sometimes we don't know when to let go, and sometimes we just got to go. Just got to let nature run its course. Sometimes we get in the way of it and wonder why things are the way they are, but I try to get all emotional, sad, or whatever. But just hey, I hope the best for them. I hope they'll somehow remember who I was, remember that I took care of them for that long, and now they'll be strong enough to be able to survive out there, on their own, be able to eat what's in their natural, not be stuck in here with a guy that smokes weed and yells and screams and gets crazy. And but we'll be back tomorrow with sports and hopefully better results here, and maybe my second bet will be my first parlay win. If not, we will continue to go until we win. Until then, be better, not bitter.